There are several species of weedy grasses in the genus Digitaria that are referred to as crabgrass. Crabgrass is often the dominant grassy weed of both cool and warm season lawns. Crabgrass is opportunistic in that the seeds are strongly encouraged to germinate when sensing sunlight. Because of this, crabgrass will germinate primarily in thin areas of the turf. However, once germinated, it becomes very competitive against the turf. Crabgrass is objectionable in turf for several reasons. It is much lighter green in color and has a wider leaf blade than most cool season grasses, which makes the infestation very visible. In addition, it dies immediately after the first freeze in the fall, leaving purplish colored dead patches in the turf. Crabgrass is easy to identify. It is a warm season grass but has a membranous ligule surrounded by hairs. Crabgrass has a bunch type growth habit. The seed head is 3 to 7 spikes, and each floret is attached individually to the central rachis or stem. Crabgrass is a warm season annual grass that germinates in the spring, matures and sets seed in the summer, and dies in the fall. Crabgrass is particularly competitive against cool season turf grass because it, like the other warm season turf grasses, grows best during warm weather. Because of this, it is often most visible in the middle of the summer when cool season turf grasses are dormant. It is, however, also quite competitive against warm season turf grass as well. There are several species of crabgrass. Depending on the species, germination typically occurs after the soil temperature has reached either 58 degrees Fahrenheit or 65 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Smooth crabgrass germinates at cooler soil temperatures compared to other crabgrass species or other grassy weeds such as goosegrass or foxtail. Early germinating crabgrass may or may not be killed by subsequent frosts or freezes. However, after the soil temperature reaches the required minimum temperature, germination frequency increases rapidly, typically peaking in the late spring and then declining into summer. Some crabgrass will germinate as late as the middle of summer. Our best herbicide control options for crabgrass are pre-emergence herbicides, which control the seedlings shortly after germination. It is important to apply the herbicide before crabgrass germinates. Most pre-emergence herbicides also require watering in to activate the herbicide. It is most often recommended that pre-emergence herbicides be applied about 3 weeks prior to expected germination. Rather than timing the application by using soil temperature readings or another complicated predictor, it is often recommended that pre-emergence herbicides be applied when an indicator plant, such as the forsythia pictured here, are in bloom. Forsythia bloom is a remarkably accurate indicator plant for timing herbicide applications. Check to see if the location you are in has another plant that is used to aid in timing pre-emergence herbicide applications. Other plants that are often used include azaleas and dogwoods. There are several pre-emergence herbicides options for crabgrass control, including Barricade from Syngenta that contains the active ingredient prodiamine. In order for a pre-emergence herbicide to be completely effective, it must last long enough to provide sufficient residues to control germinating crabgrass in the middle of summer. Check the label for specifics because products vary in the length of expected control, recommended application rate, and interval before reseeding with a desired turfgrass can occur. Crabgrass can also be controlled post-emergence, but this can be more difficult. Best results when controlling crabgrass post-emergence is to control it while it is young, before it is able to produce seed. You must also be cautious to avoid using post-emergence herbicides on already stressed turfgrass because this can increase injury to the turfgrass. While crabgrass can be a serious weed in turfgrass, it need not be. By using proper cultural practices to favor the desired turfgrass, you can in many cases greatly reduce crabgrass germination with a dense stand of turfgrass. There are also numerous control options that, when used properly, can provide nearly complete season-long control.